Lovely. Thank you for joining me for a 75-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body, and then we will hop into 26 into yoga. I'm realizing that my video is a little sideways. Okay, hopefully that's better. Great. Okay, so for the sun salutes, you're going to come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together, toes, heels touching. I'm going to stand back a little bit and show you in periphery. Have your arms down by your side for a moment if you'd like. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. And we'll start to connect our breath to our body movements. Bring your hands together at heart center and begin as you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, look forward and lengthen into a halfway lift, back flat. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Inhale, push up into a back bend. You can do up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor, or cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees instead, take a child's pose, sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward, always feels so good. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold, relax your head. Inhale, chin away from your chest, arms with your ears, reach your eyes, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more, inhale, lift your arms, look up. Slowly exhale through your nose, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your plank or tabletop, and let's hold here for a moment. If that lowering down to back bend motion, that chaturanga, does not feel good for your body, skip it, go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, lean forward, hug your elbows in, pull yourself down. Inhale, come up into your back bend, chest up, shoulders down, neck long. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, the space between your index finger and thumb, so you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, lift up, greet the sun. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, high plank, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. If you're doing down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. If your heels do not naturally touch the floor, take a wider stance. If you have tight hamstrings, bring or bend your knees to take weight away from the backs of the legs. Otherwise, press your thighs back, press your heels down, lift your hips, drop your head, breathe. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful, that's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 into yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs. Bring your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. Slowly push your head back. Reach your arms forward. Keep exhaling. Elbows touch. Inhale, elbows out and arms up. Bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward. Elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale like you're fogging up the mirror on the ceiling. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch away from your body. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels. Thighs contracted, glutes contracted, stomach in. Exhale, head up even as you exhale. Pull your abdominal wall in, lift your chest up, drop your shoulders down, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push and squeeze. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down, last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time, eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push and squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your fingers. You can switch the grip to your less dominant grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Bring all of your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, stomach in, grow taller out of the base of your spine. And begin, inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly push your head back. Reach your arms forward, elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. I'll do a few with you. Full lungs. Exhale, head up. Lungs empty, elbows touch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head down. So it's just a little bit of a snoring sound against the back of the throat. You're not using your vocal cords. Exhale, head up. So think about slowly pushing the air back as you squeeze your palms together, wrists together, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in 1 more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Change, arms down. We'll continue Ardha Chandrasana with Padastasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight white knuckle grip. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears, stomach in. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching, feeling beautiful on the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Keep the weight in your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears, push your left hip a little forward to get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower, petal blooming, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, squeeze palms, wrists straight, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. So I like to think of my body like a zipper. You're like zipping everything in and upright, squeeze the palms together, Press the biceps in towards the ears, squeeze the inner thighs together, pull the abdomen in as you breathe, slow and steady, in and out through the nose. So rather than collapsing down and out, you're really just lengthening up and over. Weight in the heels, hips forward, arms back. Right hip a little forward, left shoulder a little forward, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the 26 and 2 sequence. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake, look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. Full spine, backward bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back, bend your total spine. Backward bending, keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, chest up, and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, big stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Arms with ears, hands to floor, relax your head. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Savasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes, with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Keep pulling, keep stretching, keep breathing. Roll forward, hips up, knees back, lengthen your spine. Good, change, come on up, chin away from the chest, squeeze your palms together as you lift up, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Beautiful. Second set, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Switch the grip. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, hips forward, arms back, stomach in. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly drop to the right. Press your hips to the left. Breathe through your nose. Use your right hand to pull your left hand to the top right corner of the room. Push your left heel into the floor. Push your right heel into the floor. Come down. Push your hips to the left. Weight in the heels. Left hip a little forward. Right shoulder a little forward, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. Imagine you could lean your whole body against a wall behind you, big stretch up. And slowly drop to the left, press your hips to the right without coming off of that wall, right? You want everything in one flat line from the side. Weight in the heels, hips a little forward, head and arms back, wrist straight. Use your grip strength here, squeeze the palms together. Push your right hip a little forward to get your two hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push, chin up, come down, push, chest up, come down, push. Change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, keep your eyes open. Relax your head back as far as it goes. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Whole spine back bending. Whole front of the body stretching, so you're even feeling a stretch in the armpits, right? Really push your hips forward as you push your hands back. Press your heels down, eyes open, bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change, inhale to come up, stretch. Exhale, fold, go down with a flat back, safest for the spine. Once the hands touch the floor, you can relax your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set. It's still a little tight or tender. There's no right or wrong here. A lot of yoga is just a wonderful opportunity to get to know yourself a little bit better and check in. Savasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Throughout the posture, no room for light and air between the upper and lower body, stomach to thighs, chest and knees, maybe even face to the shins, below the knees. Wrap your elbows back a little bit more. Try to touch the elbows together behind you. So actively push your biceps into your side shins. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your knees, lock your knees, lock your knees. Good, change, come up, chin away from the chest. Arms to the ears, you want to lift up with a flat back. Good, arms down. And you let that one go. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, about 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor, all 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers, tricep muscles tight, nothing loose or hanging. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in, now lean your upper body back, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, suck it in, hold it in tight. Bring a little bit more weight back into your heels, your arms are your counterbalance. Lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up at the top, bend your knees and sit down. Lean back, touch your head and hips to an imaginary wall behind you. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher. Sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, last part, come on up. Keep your arms super strong, shoulders soft. Squeeze your knees together, relax your jaw, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want, or keep sitting all the way down. Squeeze your knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine perfectly straight. From the side, looks like you're holding a box. Change, slowly come up, knees together, good, heels down, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, step your right foot to the right, same footprint, insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, reach your arms forward, bend your knees, sit back and down, stick your butt out, you can fold forward, just make sure that you're looking forward the whole time. From here, start to lift up. Keep the arms active, remember there's your counterbalance, bring the weight back into the heels, back into the hips, lift your chin up, chest up, change, come on up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward, try to eliminate any curvature in the lower back, lift your heels, stretch all the way up, bend your knees, sit down. As you sit down, imagine somebody has you by the ponytail, stretching you upright so the spine stays nice and long. Heels a little higher, triceps a little tighter. Sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, last part, come on up. Keep your neck spine in line with the rest of your back, right? Squeeze the inner thighs together, working on inner thigh strength here, glute strength. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. The slower you do, the better you do. Stop when there's still a little bit of a gap between your hips and your heels. So rather than resting all the way down, you stay lifted, pull the abdomen in, stretch the spine up, change, slowly come up. Nice, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana. We're gonna do the right side first. Keep in mind, I'm not mirroring you. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm, right elbow, under left elbow. Cross first with the elbows, again if you can at the wrists, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. You can interlace fingers, have hands in prayer, or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, lean back, and bring your right leg over your left leg. Right leg over left leg, cross twist, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes. Bring the weight back into your heel, sit down, upper body back yet. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Let's do the left side. Swing your left arm under your right arm, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Pull your elbows down. Bend your knees, sit down, stay down there. Lift your chest and bring your left leg over your right leg. Left over right, cross twist. Smooth your breath. Relax your jaw, look straight ahead. On this side, knees a little to the left and upper body to the right. You want wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles all in one line. So a little bit lower towards the end, lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Let's do second set. Swing right arm under left arm. Think bicep under tricep, pull the elbows down. Try to get the wrists straight and fingertips in line. Bend your knees, sit down, lift your chest, and bring right leg over left leg, hamstring over quadricep. Think about pushing your top leg into your bottom leg, focus on the compression, squeezing the inner thighs together, pressing the palms together, twist like ropes. Left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, sit down, lean back, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Last one, here we go. Swing your left arm under your right arm, pull your elbows down, sit down, lift your chest, and bring left leg over right leg. So right hip a little forward, left shoulder a little forward, bring right knee to right and left knee to left.
Right elbow to right, left elbow to left. Feel deep compression running down the center line of your body among all your major joints. Sit down, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Slowly arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. Lovely to be here with all of you. Okay, let us continue. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana Jani Shrasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. You can point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing leg should be solid. Concrete, one-piece lamp post, unbroken, you have no need. If you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, that's too easy. No lower, that can hurt your back. Standing leg lock, take a breath. Kick your heel forward, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Flex all 5 toes back towards your face from the ankle. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles one day. Elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, arms straight, and the right leg, right foot down. Shift your weight to your right leg, big toe points forward, breathe. Lift your left leg up, you can point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back and your hips in line. You can stay here or round forward and eventually pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked. Contract your inner thigh, outer thigh, lift your kneecap, contract quadricep muscles. Use gluteus maximus and minimus. You're using your side seat as you engage your abdominal wall. Keep your face relaxed. And when you're ready, slowly lift your left leg up. Heel forward, toes back. You're training the Achilles to stretch. If your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up so your hip is directly over your ankle. If from the side, both legs lock, then make an upside down L like Linda. Puff up your chest, lengthen the spine first, and then start to bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles one day. Elbows go below the calf muscle. Heel forward, toes back, breathe. Change, arms straight, then the left leg. Left foot down, put your hands on your back and do a little back bend or a knee bend. So you should be able to breathe in all the postures. There's some postures like back bends where we can't necessarily do like deep belly breaths in them, right? But you should be able to breathe the whole time. If you ever find that you're holding your breath or you can't breathe, that might be a sign to do a little less. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down and pick up your right foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. When you're ready, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Whenever you're ready, slowly reverse out. No rush. Shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, especially your pinky toe, pull your abdomen in, round down, and pick up your left foot. This is our first of 3 head to knee compression postures. When we round our spine this much, we're squeezing the abdominal wall, and if you'll notice, your forehead is almost already to your knee, right? When you're ready, slowly, gently, lift your left leg up. We just take the long route to get there. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, tuck your chin to your chest. Put your exactly forehead on your knee. Not your shin, your knee. Whenever you're ready, take your time coming out. Good for you. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana Dhanurasana. After that compression posture, that rounded spine posture, we're gonna do a big back bend and really open through our shoulders. Bring your right hand up, out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone. Thumb with your index finger, knees together to start. Bring your left arm up and all the way back with your ear. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. At first, you just want to find a place where you can balance, back bend, and breathe in and out through your nose. Sometimes I find that practicing while talking is a little bit too much for me to breathe with at the same time, so I'll take a break and just talk you through it. Slowly bring your body down and your leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head, so from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, in other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulders, shoulder blade, scapula stretching away from the body. Body down more, leg up more. Charge your body forward. Kick, kick, kick. Change. Beautiful, Kevin. Slowly come up. Feet together, arms down. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle. Bring your right arm up and back with your ear. Left hip a little forward, knees together. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin when you're ready, stretch up, and slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever, kick really hard. Slowly start to bring the torso down and kick your big toe up. You're kicking back and you're kicking up. I find the more I kick back, the easier it is to balance, but the more you kick up, the more you'll start to get into the back bend, right? Keep the chin and chest lifted, even as you bring the body down parallel to the floor. So body down more, leg up more, right shoulder forward, touch your shoulder to your chin, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly, kick yourself up, feet together, arms down, just taking a moment to be still and breathe. Okay, second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot, cut the ankle, left arm up and back with your ear, right hip forward and down, knees together. Lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly kick, stretch, breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. In a world where there's always so very much to do, this is the gift of yoga. All you have to do is kick, stretch, breathe. And on days where even that's too much, all you have to do is breathe. Body down, leg up, slide the left shoulder forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up, slow with control. Okay, last one, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, right arm up and back, one day arm behind your ear flap, knees together. Lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Keep the right tricep tight. Create maximum space between your left foot and your right fingertips. Slide the shoulders apart, but do notice if your hip is way opening, right? Drop the left hip down. That's the hard part for me. I'm right there with you. Body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling. Charge your body forward. Breathe through your nose. Come down, kick. Come down, kick. Come down, kick. Change. Come on up. Good for you. Come to the back of your mat. Tool Dandasana, balancing stick, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch, and when you're ready, come down like a slow moving seesaw. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, left foot down. Right foot back, pull the abdomen in, stretch the spine up, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, stretch, and when you're ready, come down, biceps with your ears, wrist straight, chin slightly away from your chest, so your neck stays in line with the rest of your spine, chest down, chin forward, lift your right leg up, stretch, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, arms up, palms together, Switch to grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, nice tight white knuckle grip. Step your right foot forward, lock both legs, point your left toes, stretch, and when you're ready, come down. Notice if your left hip wants to lift up a lot, drop your left hip down, spiral your inner left thigh up, pull the abdomen in, squeeze the palms together, look forward, lengthen, change, left foot down, right foot back, big stretch up, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes and come down. Charge your body forward, try to touch the wall in front of you, shoulder blades, scapula stretching away from the body. Lift your right leg up like you're trying to turn on a light switch. Point your right toes, lengthen through your spine, neck and shoulders. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. Come to the top of your mat. You can face the long side of your mat for the next 3 postures. I will face you. Standing separate leg stretching, Dandayamana Vikaptapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big step. You can turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Good, looking forward. You can start with your hands on the floor. You can also grab the outsides of your feet, or eventually grab your heels from behind, step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. There's not a lot of pulling in yoga, so if you have a grip on your feet, start to pull, right? It's a nice function of the human body, engaging the biceps. However, if it feels like your back is tugging in not a pleasant way, ease up a little bit. Otherwise, keep pulling, keep stretching, keep breathing. Roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs. Good, change, come on up. No rush as you lift up. Step your right foot back to the place, arms up and arms down. Second set stretching, arms overhead sideways, stretching the side body even in the setup. Step your right foot to the right, a nice step, toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chin and chest, and go down without bending the knees or rounding the spine. So legs locked, back flat, chin away from your chest. Grab your heels from behind, bend your elbows back, elbows to calves, shoulders up away from the ears, shoulders to ceiling. It sounds like counterintuitive to lift your shoulders up, but when you're upside down, right, if you lift your shoulders up, they actually come away from your ears, so the neck spine lengthens more. Roll forward, push the big toes down, push your knuckles down, lift your hips up, pull stomach through thighs, chest through knees. If your head's not yet touching the floor, take a little bit of a bigger step, roll forward, and when your head is an inch or two away from the floor, just drop your head so that the top of your head points down on the floor in between your feet. Good, change, come on up without bending the knees. Lift the chest as you come up. Nice, step your right foot back to the place, arms up and arms down. And grab a sip of water here. Okay. Let's do it. Standing, nope, triangle trikonasana, inhale, arms overhead. I really wanted to skip that one. Triangle trikonasana, arms overhead. Step your right foot to the right, nice big step. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, left toes in, bend your right knee and lunge, sit as low as you can. Lean back and move your arms at the same time, eventually elbow in front of the knee, but the thing here is you want a 45-degree angle from your ankle to the crown of your head. So if your thigh is not yet parallel to the floor, maybe just the wrist in front of the knee. You're not collapsing all the way down, but you're also not staying all the way lifted, right? You want a nice side stretch as you use your right obliques. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, bend your right knee to sit down more, opening the hips, turn and twist upper body back, opening your chest like a flower petal blooming. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. If your step is too short, your knee will go beyond your ankle, and this can put unnecessary strain in the knee joint. You want your knee directly over your ankle, so if you look down, you should be able to see your big toe. Sit as low as you can, lean back, and move your arms at the same time, eventually elbow in front of the knee. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, all 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger. Reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, pull your abdomen in as you breathe through your nose. Push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Ardha Matsyendrasana, lift your right kneecap, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, and slowly arms down. Second set, arms up, palms together, step your right foot to the right, a nice generous step, press your hips forward, lean back, already reaching your arms apart and squeezing your heels together in the setup. Turn your right foot out, left toes in, bend your right knee and lunge, sit as low as you can, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart, try squeezing your heels together. Feet stay in place, but that's the inner thigh strength you want to engage. Look up, touch your chin to your shoulder, eventually nose and thumb in line. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Stretch your side body up a little bit more. Turn and twist. Lock your left leg. Keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change. Move your arms. Straighten your right leg. Right toes in. Left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line, not crisscross. I'll show you from the side. Sit as low as you can without holding your breath. Never going to a point of pain. Lean back and move your arms at the same time. So often when we're tight, we'll stick our butt out and fold forward. Eventually you're gonna lean back so that everything is in one plane. Oftentimes we'll also really bend through the lower back. Eventually, right, you're gonna eliminate the curvature in the lower spine. I'm not quite there, but eventually as the hips open up and as the muscles that surround the hips, the hip flexors start to engage, then we can flatten out the back as well, right? Really pull your abdomen in. Look up, stretch up, reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, sit down more, chest up more, turn and twist, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up and arms down. Okay. Standing separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana, Vikaptapada, Janushrasana. Arms overhead sideways, palms together, cross your thumbs. Step your right foot to the right, a nice generous step. Remember to be generous with yourself. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to one side of the room. If you're facing the long side of your mat, you will face the back of your mat. Turn your back, left toes in. Move your left hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. Backside foot makes at least a 45-degree angle. You can even turn your toes in more. That helps you move your left hip forward. Stretch up, hook your chin to your chest, and slowly go down. Round your spine, chin to chest, stomach in, touch your forehead and knee together. Front side compression, throat choked, jaw relaxed, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your front foot. Right hip up a little bit, left hip forward a little bit, 2 hips in line. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, go slow, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, fold, stop at the top. When you're ready, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, move your right hip forward, right rib cage forward, left hip back, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your front foot all the way down. Chin to chest, stomach in, touch your forehead and knee together. Now, if your forehead and knee don't touch, keep your back leg straight, but you can bend your front left leg as much as you want. You can also try turning your back toes in more if that helps you move the right hip forward. You could take a bigger, smaller step. You could bend the front leg even more. Actively push the floor away from your chin to chest. Eventually forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your body, right? If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. But if it's a little bit challenging, you're probably on the right track in yoga and in life as well. Chin to chest, front side compression, pull the abdomen in. This is our second of 3 Janushrasana, head to knee postures. Push forehead into knee, lift your kneecaps, lock your legs, hands together. Change, imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest. Biceps with ears, head up last. When you're ready, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, and slowly arms down. Second set, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top. Step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet, at least 36 inches. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, move your left hip forward, right rib cage back, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Arms to the ears, one day arms behind the ears. Notice if your hands are coming apart, try to keep palms together, wrists straight. You can, of course, separate your hands for balance, but otherwise wrists straight, palms together, biceps with ears, chin to chest, touch your exactly forehead to your knee, not your shin. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, left hip forward, left shoulder forward. Full stop at the top. When you're ready, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, palms together, big stretch up, chin to chest, go down. So move the right hip forward, pull the abdomen in, tuck the chin to the chest without tensing your jaw. Touch your forehead to your knee. So sometimes when we tuck our chin in, we tense up our jaw. See if you can tuck your chin in and relax your jaw at the same time. Those things are connected, but they're not dependent on one another. Relax the jaw, pull the abdomen in, breathe. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, change. Arms with the ears, one day arms behind the ears. Head up last. Good. When you're ready, pivot on your heels. Right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for tree and then tap. Shift your weight to your left leg, walk your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Hold on to your foot from underneath the foot with one or both hands. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to the ceiling. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance, left hand. Change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, and lift your left leg up. This side might feel different, that's okay. Heel to costume, let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. Move your left hip forward, left knee back, and if your foot slides, continue to hold on to your foot with your hand as you breathe. Change, left leg down, toes down, Padangustasana, pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you, don't move your eyes. Lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, heel to costume, let your right knee drop. Can bring one or both hands together. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Whether you're in tree or toe, try to point both hips forward, 2 knees in line. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand, palms together, namaskar, elbows down, spine straight, point your right toes, come a half inch off your heel. Whenever you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Nice, change, right leg down, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, heel to costume, let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. If your foot tends to fall, hold on to your foot on the way down, it's safer for your knees. And as you're ready, fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. And remember that you can do a little bit of the posture. It doesn't have to be like all or nothing, right? Maybe you go down halfway, walk your hands back, lift your chest up. One day, left hand up, right hand up, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Maybe just give a clap. Whee! When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg. And then press your hips forward to come out. Nice, change. Left leg down, give yourself a high five, fist bump, honor yourself, turn around, Savasana. We're on the floor for the rest of class. I'm gonna adjust our camera angle a little bit. Okay. Oops. Bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open. Arms down by your sides. Palms face the ceiling. Eyes open. Mouth closed, breathing normal. Savasana is a gas station. Let it fill you up. Breathe into your nose and out through your nose. As I'm moving apartments, one thing that I've noticed is when you are in an empty apartment, it echoes a lot. Like, I don't know if you can hear it, but in here, there's a little bit of an echo. I've been thinking about, like when we're empty, right, things kind of echo a little bit more. That's true, like architecturally, but I think it's also true within the human spirit. One thing, right, when you're a little lonely, things can like echo. One thing that I really like about yoga is it gives us something to do while we process
our day, our life, you know, whatever that, our lunch, like whatever it is, right? But it's, you're actively using your body, moving your body so that you can connect your mind to your body through the breath, right? So that's very much on purpose, right? When we have something to do and we're a little bit more filled up, then sometimes it's actually easier to process stuff rather than just having it echo around an empty room. Pavana Muktasana, when you're moving pose, bend your right leg up. Interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. Completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, tuck your chin in a little bit. Look down the center line of your body, squeeze and breathe. Change right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Pull down a little harder, bringing your knee towards your shoulder. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows of each other. Give yourself a really big hug for coming to class today. Good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down. If you can't grab your knees or if it hurts, right, you can interlace your fingers, grab your wrists. You can place your hands on your shins or the backs of your legs. Conversely, if it's easy for you to grab your elbows, palm your elbows, right? You can always get a little bit more compact. Keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, tuck your chin in a little bit, look down the center line of your body, breathe. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your fingers, maybe switch the grip, less dominant grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out and down, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Pull down a little harder, maximum pressure on the lower abdomen, massaging the ascending colon. Change, right leg down, left leg lift up, pull your knee out and down, massaging the descending colon. This posture is good for digestion. It's good for grip strength. It's also a nice hip capsule opener, right? You're pulling out and down as you look down, stretching the neck. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows, each other, massaging transverse colon, the mid-down chain. Keep your head on the floor without lifting your head. Tuck your chin in a little bit, puff your chest up a little bit, press your shins into your forearms, right? So the hips start to come down, the shoulders, the middle back, the neck spine, everything lengthens. Change, arms down, eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side, meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Oh, that feels good. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders, so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use your back strength. Come up halfway only, elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle. Where are your shoulders in relationship to your ears? Roll the shoulders back and down. So now you're stretching the fascia on your chest, squeezing scapula together. Keep your neck nice and long from the side. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes, heels, knees touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push your feet, hips and hands down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Second set, chin forward, hands flat on the floor, below the shoulders, elbows point up. Zip up your legs, lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. One of the perhaps gifts of the last year teaching from home, recording classes, posting them on YouTube, is that every once in a while I'll watch like a clip of what I'm doing. And in times where I am sure in the moment that like my fingers are together, for example, I'll watch the clip and I'll be like, wow, your hands are really far apart or your fingers were really far apart. So make sure fingers together, fingers pointing forward, toes pointing back, hands flat, not cupping, lock your legs, push feet, hips and hands down, lift your chest up. Change, slowly lower down, look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, heels open. And at first, attention to small details like that can sound kind of nitpicky, or even like it's going to take you out of the present moment. But in my experience with yoga, like that attention to detail, that discipline is actually really what brings us into the present moment. Because often, for example, when our mind starts to wander, then our body wanders too. And that's when maybe, the grip gets a little wonky, or maybe you tense up a part of your body that should be relaxed, or relax a part of your body that should be like toning, right? Stuff like that. Locust Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. You can keep your arms out to the side or bring your arms underneath you. Right, left, right, left. One day, pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. For this posture, spread your fingers as wide as you can. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle. So the face is relaxed, triceps are tight. Squeeze your right glute, lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your leg up. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Keep your hip and forearm in contact. Notice if your hip is lifting way up, that's an over exaggeration, right? But notice if your hip is lifting up, you're going to drop the left hip down, spiral the inner left thigh up, sole of left foot flat to the ceiling. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin in a little bit, mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide, slip up your legs, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up, come up, everybody come up, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up. Change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, look to the right, left ear on your mat, arms down by your sides, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open, inhale, and exhale. Second set, chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. You can keep your arms out to the side or bring your arms underneath you, really stretching through the arms here. Spread your fingers wide, press your knuckles down, lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up. So sometimes we'll press the wrists and elbows down here. See if you can really push down through your palms, your knuckles, right? Pinky fingers, thumbs, and the shoulders. Triceps tight, lift your leg up. Change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up. So right leg stays relaxed, left leg is solid concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken. Stretch your big toe back, lengthen as you lift. Change, left leg down. Grand finale, tuck your chin in a little bit, mouth down, bring your arms a little closer, maybe micro bend the elbows here, press your shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up. You can do it. Try to get your thighs off the floor, knees, toes, heels touching, press the shoulders down, keep the triceps tight, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up, change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, look to the left and let that one go. All you have to do is breathe. Purna Shalabhasana, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, perpendicular to the body, never forcing the shoulders. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes, heels touch, all 5 fingers together. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifting off the floor like a 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where eyes go, body knows to follow. So wrists are straight, palms are flat. Can you lift your arms a little higher than the top of your head? Legs up a little bit more, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right, left ear on your mat. Palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open, breathe. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your back, point your toes, look up and lift. Everything lifting off the floor. This posture is so good for your back muscles. You're lifting your lower and upper body off the floor at the same time, using your own body weight to strengthen the muscles, as well as really opening through the chest and shoulders, right? Where a lot of us carry tension. Keep your neck long, heart open, knees, feet together. Lock your legs, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, right ear on your mat. Eyes open, mouth closed. Dhanurasana floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with the index fingers. If you can't grab both feet, first set, grab one foot, opposite arm lifts, second set, switch it up. Otherwise, knees, feet together, squeeze your buns, point your toes, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Good, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Beautiful, it's the kick that drives the posture. Can you get your chest and your thighs off the floor at the same time? Freeze between your ribs and your belly button, pardon me, your ribs and your hips. So the belly button is on the floor. Point your toes, squeeze your tush, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside or opposite foot, opposite arm. Squeeze your glutes, point your toes, look up and kick into your hands. You're kicking in 2 directions. You're kicking up and you're kicking back. If this posture hurts your knees, try kicking up a little bit more than you're kicking back. So there's not like so much tension between the hands and the feet. Speaking of hands, are your wrists bending? Try to bring the insides of your wrists closer together, which I know is hard for those of us with small hands. I'm right there with you, right? But we're really working on upper fingertip strength, as well as keeping the wrists in a nice line with the elbows and shoulders. Point your toes, squeeze your glutes, look up, kick, 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 kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat. Breathing in and out. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat for fixed firm Supta Vajrasana. Show you from the side, starting tabletop, open your knees and feet. Option to stay here, or if you're ready, walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time, until one day you can sit down between your heels. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, put your hands on feet. Right elbow down, stopping anywhere you feel a point of pain. Left elbow down, knees never come off the floor. Drop your head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows, each other, and hold. And if it's easy to grab your elbows, palm your elbows, right? Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, thighs, and hips as you lengthen your neck spine, never a point of pain. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up. Very nice. Turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Breathe. I have to tell you that first sit-up we did, I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, is this going to hurt my back today? And it was like such a delight. I was like, I'm so glad I'm doing this. This feels amazing. And it, as I sometimes remind you, right, like every day is meant to feel different. If you assume, oh, I couldn't do this stuff last time, or it used to hurt my back, so I'm just going to skip it forever, you miss out on those moments where you're like, this feels so good, this is amazing. Conversely, right, if you always do the sit-ups, but today you're like, oh, something feels off in my back, it might be an opportunity to skip them. And same with every posture, right? Everything we do is optional, but you do want to try stuff from time to time because you will surprise yourself, right? And that is, to me, one of the joys of this practice. Surprising yourself. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, come to, I just wanted to linger there forever. That felt so good. Come to the top of your mat, second set, fixed firm. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, open your feet, sit down between your heels. You can also open your knees. When you're ready, put your palms on your soles, right elbow down, left elbow down. Drop your head, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head. Sometimes I think of this posture as like the elementary school posture, because if you've ever been in an elementary school classroom, right, all of the kids sit like this during story time, right, on the floor or whatever that is. Over time, right, our toes, our ankles, our knees, our hips, they start to tighten up a little bit. Maybe you have an injury, maybe you're a runner. So a lot of these postures are getting us like closer back into like, you know, our youth, right? Helping us to sit down just a little bit more over time. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana. So you release out of the posture, you get a nice rush of blood through the hips, the knees, the ankles, the toes. Might even feel like tingling or a change in temperature as the feet, as you get a nice rush of blood down there. You can always skip sit-ups or legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Oh, it just feels so good. Okay, come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, Ardha Kramasana, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms overhead sideways, palms together, cross your thumbs. You can always stand on your knees if that feels better. Stretch up, neck long, chin away from your chest, go down. You can put one or both hands on the floor to help yourself in, or touch forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Tilt your pinky fingers down so elbows and wrists are off the floor. Just the knife edges of your pinky fingers touch the floor, the rest of your arms are in the air. Keep your neck in the same line as the rest of your spine. So you're not tucking your chin in, but you're also not jutting it out. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come on up, chin away from the chest. Very nice, arms down, turn around. Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Arms over your ears. Come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, Ardha Kramasana, Segundo base. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top. Notice if your hands are coming apart, try to press palms together, wrist straight, stretch up and go down. How long can you look forward? Chin away from your chest, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Change, come on up, chin away from the chest, very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Keep your heels together, toes apart, arms down, palms facing the ceiling, so everything is really open. Okay, legs together, arms over your head. Cross your thumbs, maybe the thumb on top that you don't normally cross. Chin away from your chest, sit up. Heels on the floor. Wonderful, come to the top of your mat, Camel Ustrasana, our deepest back bend. Yay, stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down towards the floor. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, lift your nose and chin. And when you're ready, let your head drop back. This might be enough in the first set, you can stay here. Or when you're ready, go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here or right hand down, reach for your right heel. If you can grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels or you have to lean back, way back to grab them, keep your hands on your back. Otherwise, push stomach, thighs, hips forward, lift your chest, drop your head. It's almost like you're pulling your heels so you don't fly forward like a catapult. Hips forward, chest up, head back. Change. When you're ready, put your hands on your back, press yourself up, stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. This is another youthful posture, right? Like if you go to a playground, which I'm not suggesting you go to a playground without a child, but if you walk by a playground, you will notice that all of the kids are doing back bends. Like they will like put their hand on a rail, drop their head back and like giggle at their dad. I'm not kidding, I once saw a child on his mother's lap on a bus doing camel pose while throwing a temper tantrum. I'm not joking. I was like, what is happening? Right? But when we're young, right, our spines are supple, and then slowly over time, right, obviously we gain more muscle, we get bigger too, but also sometimes again, like muscles, joints, all of that stuff tenses up. So when we do these postures, right, we get a little bit closer to the playground, a little bit closer to that more like joyful spirit. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat. And conversely, right, if you visit someone in an assisted living facility, often they're like really hunched forward, right? So all of these big back bends are really helping us to stand tall outside of yoga too. Stand on your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your back, bring elbows closer together, push your hips forward, lift your chest,
And when you're ready, let your head go back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, grab your heels, push your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, enjoy the back bend. When you're ready, put your hands on your back, press yourself up without twisting your spine. Stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana, let that one go.
As much as I talk about, playgrounds and youth and stuff like that, I really do not like that in many ways our culture over emphasizes youth. I think that actually we need to be giving not just more respect, but more credence in general to older generations. For example, I don't know if you know this, but in the last 10 years, there's been a lot of cool research about how trees are networks under the ground, networks of roots, and trees actually communicate with each other through mushrooms, which is pretty crazy. But they found that the grandmother trees are the ones that are helping the saplings to make sure that they have enough nutrients to survive. They found that the older trees are actually the ones helping. Same thing in pods of orcas. It's usually the grandmother orcas that help out in a year where there's not enough fish. The grandma orca will be the one who's I remember 30 years ago when this happened and we went to this inlet, follow me. And so it's the older whales that are helping the pod. Same thing in yoga. You don't necessarily need to be older, but it's this idea of the longer you've been around, the more you've been around the block, the more that you can offer that knowledge, that expert knowledge to your fellow yogis, to your friends, and even to yourself, right? Just over time, slowly becoming your own best teacher. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, come to the middle of your mat, sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, rabbit pose, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down, chin to chest, stomach in, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. If your grip is sliding or your feet are coming off the floor, ease up a little bit. You are leaning forward, but your feet are firmly on the floor. You're not jamming your head and neck into the floor. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lock your arms, lift your shoulders, pull your abdomen in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, cut up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Breathe. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat, second set rabbit, knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Try to feel each and every vertebrae move. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, when you're ready, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, so your head comes up last. Very nice, turn around, Savasana. One of the things, I had not thought about this until just now, but one of the things about both of those examples of both orca whales and tree networks is that indigenous people, whether you call them Aborigines or Native American people or American Indians or whatever, right? Indigenous people have been talking about this for 1,000 years, that trees communicate with each other, or that there's something really intelligent about orca whales. And for a long time, Western science has been yeah, okay, that's crazy. No way do trees communicate with each other underground in this network. And now we know that that's true, and it's scientifically proven, right? So in a lot of ways, Western science is catching up with indigenous science. And this is true in yoga as well. right? This is an ancient practice. It's a living practice. It's still evolving. But a lot of what yogis have been saying for hundreds of years, 1,000 years about this is good for the endocrine system, right? Even if it was called a chakra rather than a pineal gland, a lot of what yogis have been saying for a long time is now being proven, like into Western science, double-blind, whatever standards. There's just something interesting to think about. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat, Janu Shavasana, head to knee pose. Right leg out, left leg in, 2 legs make an L. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. This is our 3rd and final Janu Shavasana head to knee posture. So in Ayurvedic medicine, it's believed that touching the forehead to the knee stimulates the pineal gland or 3rd eye chakra. Chin to chest stimulates thyroid, parathyroid, or throat chakra. Pulling the abdomen in massages the pancreas on the deepest level of the abdominal wall. Rounding the spine stretches the kidneys on the lower middle back. Master posture for the endocrine system. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, heel to costume, stretch up, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. You can take that with a grain of salt. If nothing else, right, it's a good way to tone your abdominal wall, round your spine, lengthen through the neck, right? It's also a good way to work on your grip strength as you flex the toes back, you're stretching your calf and Achilles. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you, option to stay here or lay down and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, stick out your butt, puff up your chest, and fold. Stomach to thighs, pull, chest to knees, stretch, one day toes and head touch. Change, come on up, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Let's do it again. Right leg out, left leg in, 2 legs make an L. Sole of left foot pushes into inner right thigh bicep. Make sure your leg is not on top of your foot. Arms overhead, sideways, big side stretch. Turn to the right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. If it's easy to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, press your heel forward. If your leg is straight, lock your leg, contracting the quadricep muscles, stretching the hamstring, bend the elbow down, opening shoulder blade scapula, left elbow down, left shoulder down, 2 shoulders in line. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, big stretch up. Turn to your left, chin to chest, touch your forehead to your knee. 3rd and final Janu Shavasana head to knee posture. Relax your jaw. Bring your right rib cage down. Notice if your right knee is way off the floor. Try to bring the right knee down, opening through the hips. Tuck your chin, breathe. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. Lay down and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching, 2nd set. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index finger, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, puff up your chest, fold. This is another example of a posture where if I looked at a photo of myself doing it, I was positive my legs were straight, and then I'm like, oop, knees are bending. So press your heels forward, spiral inner thighs down, flex little toes back, lengthen through the spine, stomach to thighs pull, chest and knees stretch, one day toes and head touch. Change, come on up, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat, final spinal. Couple options, you can bend your left leg on the floor, touch right heel to left knee corner. You could keep your left leg straight in front of you, or you can always sit crisscross applesauce as well. Right hand close behind you like a second spine, left arm up, bend over, push your knee out of the way, grab your left knee with your left hand, heel and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance. You can also reach behind you, touch your waistband, or eventually touch your right fingertips to your left thigh. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, pull the abdomen in, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs. Wee, bend your right leg on the floor. Touch your left heel to your right knee corner, left arm behind you, right arm up and over, push your knee out of the way, grab your right knee with your right hand, point your right toes, keep your right knee on the floor. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, look back, twist. Notice if you're leaning way to one side or leaning back, right, sit up nice and tall. You can keep your hand behind you or reach behind you, Catch your right thigh with your left hand for a bind. Push your elbow into your knee, turn and twist. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, feels so good. Turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Final breathing, Kapalbhati, sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it. Sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up tall, chest proud, shoulders soft, look straight ahead. Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Savasana. Close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. And take a nice breath in through your nose and out through your nose. We went a couple minutes over. I apologize. Anytime, especially anytime that I think about trees or orca whales, I get extra excited. Can you tell I'm from Seattle? But if you have, I mean, if you need to leave, I totally understand. But if you have time, I will share a short story from my hometown about orcas. So in Native American tribes in the Pacific Northwest, there's a belief that orca whales are like your ancestors and that they're basically reincarnated versions of deceased members of the tribe. And a few years back, maybe like 5 years ago, a Native American tribe in Seattle was able to reclaim a lot of their artifacts that had been at American, people of European descent owned museum. And the museum agreed to give back artifacts to the tribe, which was wonderful. And the artifacts got transported across Puget Sound on a ferry. And as the ferry went by with the artifacts, a pod of orcas came and escorted the ferry back to the tribal land on the other side of the sound. And the chief of that tribe gave a really nice interview afterwards about it, saying, he said, on the one hand, I know it's just a coincidence. And he said, on the other hand, it really felt like my ancestors were there with us, with their artifacts, with our family, with our tribe today. And I think similarly with yoga, maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe you're simply stretching your hamstring or only touching your head to your knee. But if you want it to be, maybe it's a way for you to connect with something that goes beyond you, beyond me, beyond this moment, right? A 1,000, 2,000 year tradition that's still evolving, ever changing. Breathing in, breathing out, and all is coming.